That clock keeps ticking like a metronome, and my thoughts keep telling me to get me home, but my balls keep telling me to let me.
I was start.
Oh, just let me go. That clock keeps ticking like a metronome, and my thoughts keep telling me to get me home, but my balls keep telling me to let me. Oh, just let me. That clock keeps ticking like a metronome, and my thoughts keep telling me to get me home, but my balls keep telling me to let me. Fuck all that shit, just let me go.
Broadcasting live from the heart of Europe, this is the most badass broadcast out in Land, ladies and gentlemen. I am Tommy C. This is Sean from The Point. The Point Man today is Dr. Zhivago. Doctor, how are you, sir?
Are you brain dead?
and of course, special guest host, one of our better special guest hosts. I was just thinking of this, Mr. AugieRFC. Willie Mack needs to start hosting. You know?
Oh yeah,
he really needs to start. He calls him. I can never get him to host. You know?
Well, you know, he was on my show debating Nick, and my chat like hates him now, and I'm like, nah, he's a great guy. You know, you just got a bad first taste of him.
That's the thing, you know, like friends can argue about differences of opinion. I know, like a lot of the people, and I'm not trying to say I'm a fucking Billy badass over here. All right, a lot of sports fans get into it like crazy, and I know guys that like gaming are not necessarily sports guys. It doesn't transfer. Some are, some aren't. But it's okay, and I think Willie Mack changed his mind after the second video. And I don't think it's a matter of walking it back.
He put out a tweet like a day after he went on my show, and he was like, I was a little.
The problem with Willie Mack with that argument was it was a lot of, I don't know, I get a bad feeling. It's almost like it's the late Nicholas Diorio, excited for Modern Warfare number. Yeah, not happening.
He was worried we were getting off. We were getting off focus here. We were getting off track. He wanted to keep us in line, but
yeah, sure.
He just didn't know enough about the situation to make the best.
It's funny. I had him on arguing with me, and he took no heat. But I guess when Nick and him got into it, that's
it's because they went at it for like an hour straight. So the chat was, and also my chat is fucking toxic. They shit all over everyone. So.
Yeah, tell me about it.
Mostly me, but
yeah, I'm the biggest butt of this joke, pal. Have you ever been in my chats? Don't cry too much, closet boy. Jesus.
Well, it's justice, right? Because we're a dick to everyone, so I get like the heat of it from my own crew. So it works. It balances out.
Whatever our petty arguments are, they are nowhere as petty as the main topic of today. At least this is crazy. And I'm. By the way, I could lose a follow. Just for all you guys that think I suck off people, I think I finally put that rumor to rest that Keemstar started. I'm risking a big follow here. Doing this. Jameski's been.
Oh no.
Jameski's been nothing but nice to me. He's been absolutely nothing but nice to me. But hey, we haven't done a really petty drama in a really long time. This is old school 2015-16 drama alert type schoolyard bullshit. And I wanted to change. Nick talked me into it. And Augie said that he would actually read some of the Jameski's letter.
Let's not word it like I was, like, yeah, I'll do it, Tommy. Like there was a little reluctancy in this, all right?
No, I think this is great. I think this is fantastic that you're willing to read, because I've been so busy with
great. We'll go with that.
I with my arcades now and what have you. I looked very. I'm very, very busy. By the way, my light up buttons came in, and next to come in are all my new light up marquees to fit the Star Wars cabinet behind me. Isn't that amazing?
Oh, that's fucking thrilling, Tommy.
It is thrilling. I'm thrilled. Oh, listen to that.
It's amazing.
Yeah, exactly. It's actually making noise now. It's giving me a boner. It's great.
Well, if Jesse Lee Peterson says it's amazing, then it has to be.
Absolutely amazing. All right.
That's a lot of money.
So that's the plan. Thanks so much, Biggie. Hey, it's old. It's old and young boomers. Yeah. Well, I've got the cup. All right. Before we start, I definitely want to know we have a new short on the market. It's called Crazy Mary and her boyfriend Rico. Go check it out. Go check it out. The biggest concerns that I had when I watched Twomad's video. By the way, I have no experience with Twomad. I don't know who the hell he was. He completely skipped my radar.
That's a lot of money, I guess.
Very funny guy.
A person of color
Tommy, hello, fellow kids. The word. Thank you so much. Very funny guy. Very funny guy. But the allegation of him taking his Twitter down, what did you think of that?
So I looked into that last night. It kind of was like brought up after my show. And what I said basically was like, if Jameskii had any involvement in actually getting this guy's Twitter taken down, this is literally targeted harassment in its proper definition. I mean, a Twitter account is vital to your business and stuff.
Absolutely.
And if you're just trying to take it down over some petty little beef, that's like the next level. Like, that's crazy.
Well,
Holy shit.
The thing is, and again, Worski, he has been so. He was good to me one time too. Jameskii, Jameski's been nothing but nice to me. But basically, what Twomad's accusing him of is he's like the I am Alex of his memeing gaming community, whatever the fuck you want to call it. I'm too old for this shit. I'm over. So yeah. So this is pretty wild. Twomad's a Canadian that was trying to, I guess he got kicked out of his house or something. Which means he was living with his parents. And well, I guess I always forget how young you guys are.
Twomad's like 18.
Yeah, so it's reasonable that he's living with his parents. I mean, I see everybody as an adult, even you. Well, not yes and no. I treat everybody like an adult.
I was gonna say, wait.
I don't see anybody like an adult. I treat everybody like an adult. So I guess Jameskii led a hand, which, by the way, that strikes me as the type of guy he is, and it all went south. So could you start the reading of this Jameskii letter? I would appreciate it. I think there's a laugh in there somewhere.
Oh, there's a laugh in there, all right. We got to get... All right, let me pull this shit up right here. So Jameskii wrote a twit longer yesterday. Now, what was weird about this article, for lack of a better word, that he wrote, it's very long, first off, but he also deleted it yesterday, but then brought it back. I'm not sure how twit longer works too much, but it's back up right now. So I got this shit pulled up. Let's give it a read. My experience with twomad from Jameskii.
Okay.
So twomad now tries to twist the situation and get his viewers to attack me. To my surprise, he also went to other YouTubers to set them up against me. Really fucked up considering what he did to me prior to these events.
That's a lot of money.
It's a long read, but
for a person of color.
But please do if you want to know what really happened. There's plenty of screenshots, videos, and witnesses to back up my words. My experience with twomad, especially recently, hasn't been very pleasant.
Now, hold on a second.
You're some of our friends.
You're on it. Just hold on. Just hold off. Try to remember your spot. First off, this is not sounding good at all, because he's attacking my fan. His fans are attacking me. Well, this is clearly designed to motivate your fans to attack him. So, I mean, the way it is, there's plenty of witnesses. That's a red flag, right off the bat. It's plenty of witnesses, and their names are A, B, and C. That's am I off here?
No,
that seems like a red flag to me. So, we have two guys that fell off over living rooms that are trying to destroy each other. Is that fair? I
guess this twit longer is
a lot of money. I guess
that's what I see. Two guys trying to ruin each other's lives. That's all I get. Put some sad music while he reads, please. I don't think I have any sad music, but go ahead, Augie.
I've got the.
That's what I noticed so far.
Did we lose Augie?
Did we lose Augie? We can't lose Augie. He's the most important person in the show right now. Well, have him call back in. Yeah, he's looking very strange. Am I gonna have to read this? Fuck.
I think we lost him.
I think his internet went out too, because he's not even out of the chat. All right, send me the thing. Did you watch Twomad's video? Yes, I did. 79% of it. Oh, he's 10. Yeah, look at him. He's very intense. I want to keep him up there. It's very funny. I actually think his internet went out. Somebody kicked the plug out. His parents finally figured out what the hell he's doing with his life. He's pulled the router out of the socket. Twomad got mad because Keemstar co-host did not pay him. What? Twomad got mad because Keemstar. What? So we're.
I sent you it on Twitter.
All right, I'll have to continue. You have to be stuck with my reading. Now, Dr. Zhivago. Here we go. All right, whereabouts did he leave off? I do apologize. We'll bring Augie back. Certainly we don't want to Let's see, twomad, especially irrelevant. But most recently, our mutual friend got kicked out. My experience with twomad hasn't been very pleasant, neither for me or for some of our friends. I wanted to keep it in private and not bring it up in public, but this has been going on for too long, and he tried to manipulate in public, so I've had enough of this. So are we aware here of are we aware here of actual who fired the first shot? Looks like James fired the first shot. Am I wrong here?
That's what I take from it.
I'm back. Sorry.
Okay, he's back.
My
It's
little brother
okay.
turned off the router.
It's okay.
Oh shit!
Well, so what? They did? What happened?
His brother turned off the router.
That's exactly what we said happened. That's exactly what we said happened.
Are you
No kidding.
serious?
Yeah,
Oh
yes. It's
my
like I think his
God.
parents pulled the router out of the wall because they're sick of what he's doing with his life. I was really close. It's amazing.
My apologies. My apologies.
Pick up where you left off, buddy.
All right. My experience with twomad, especially recently, hasn't been very pleasant, neither for me nor for some of our friends. I want to keep it in private and not bring it to the public, but this has been going on for too long, and he just tried to manipulate the public, so I've had enough of this. Most recently, he lied to me and our mutual friend about getting kicked out of his house about his financial situation. He was claiming he's only got a few months, that he needs help to move to LA. I offered to help him because he's my friend, and he's only 18 and doesn't understand a lot of shit in life. I convinced my housemate that even though he's young...
Stop a second. You can't make
Yeah.
yourself sound any stupider. And you don't understand a lot of shit in life because you're only 18. And what are you, 25? I just this has disaster written all over it. I got to be honest with you. Go ahead. I convinced.
On top of that, I gave him... Okay, let's see. I convinced my housemate that even though he's young, he's chill and that we can help him out and direct him in the right direction. On top of that, I gave him a cut on my rent pay for the first few months so we can save some money. At the time, I didn't know that his intentions were to move to LA were just for clout, but more about that later.
Stop.
Me and twomad have barely...
Stop at the paragraph. Stop at the paragraph. I didn't know this was just about clout. This looks like poisoning the well. Like, if you're going to invite him off like as an adult, treat him like an adult. I mean, I don't understand a lot. Convince my housemate. He's chill and will help him get in the right direction. On top of that, I gave him a rent cut, which, by the way, twomad acknowledged is 100% true, so he could save some money. I didn't know that his intentions were to move to LA just for clout. But more on that later. All right, he's going to have to explain himself because it's like, yeah, he's a kid, and he's only here for clout. It's like, it's kind of a shit. It's kind of a shift. All right. Keep going, Augie.
Me and twomad have barely spoke over the last few months for unknown reasons. I didn't have a problem with him despite him knowingly and purposely harassing me in calls and chats. I made it clear multiple times, but in almost all of our conversation ever since we've met, he continued to harass me over my PTSD speech problems.
What?
It's a bit of a personal topic.
What's that? What's that mean?
He's got like a stutters. Like I don't. He's got some sort of speech issue, and he doesn't like being made fun of it. Basically,
but he's on the internet goofing on everything that moves.
yeah.
I mean, he there's nothing off limits for James except PT. I want to look up PTS. What is it called? PTSD.
He said PTSD speech problem.
Speech.
Yeah, post-traumatic stress disorder and stuttering. So,
So
I guess
patients with PTSD tended to speak in a flatter speech, with less articulation. I just always thought it's because English wasn't his first language. Tongue and lips and more monotone. The research reported. We know for a long time to tell how someone is doing from their voice. You don't have a doctor who's feeling down. Oh, okay, that's just an example. That's really weird. I'd never heard of that, PTSD. The speech analysis. This is actually.
Keep in mind, these guys are friends and they're shit talking each other on a Twitch stream.
Yeah.
Like.
Wow. All right, keep going.
What's the harm?
PTSD.
Even though I've improved a lot over the years, he would go as far as to mock me for sounding alike to terrorist. I'm used to people harassing over dumb shit. However, when your friend does that purposely to hurt you, that raises a lot of concerns.
Wait, so we can't joke about Vault anymore?
This is a victim card. That's clearly a victim card.
Now, keep in mind, this is what he presents at the front of his argument.
And by the way, and
He
what's his
made
name?
fun of my speech a little.
Like, why is the guy
That's a lot
that
of
came
money,
up
I
with
guess, for a person of color?
Says he don't know how much a six pack is in Germany with fiber towards it. Thank you very much. I might go get. Well, I actually can't. I have a members only stream right afterwards. But thank you for thinking of me. Maybe I'll start it late. I don't know. Thank you so much. This is not good. This is the guy. Didn't the guy? Jameskii came up with. What was it with the Sonic and Knuckles thing, and making fun of that movie made in Africa? What the hell was that called?
Uganda Knuckles.
Uganda Knuckles. And what was the theme? What they used to say? Come on, fucking Javago.
Like, click, click. Like,
earn your non-paycheck.
They made like
I'm thinking
noises.
of Saving Captain Atlas.
Yeah, Saving Cap. But he used to go. Do you know any way? That was it.
Yeah, that's.
He's the Nody Way guy.
I forgot about that.
He's also been accused of
The
racism.
internet time span, that's like years ago.
All right, keep going. This is really.
All right.
This is not looking good for Jameskii, and we're drama experts. We know how this shit goes.
He wasn't doing it. He wasn't only doing it behind the scenes. Back when we used to talk more, he joined my streams and be a dick to me for lols. It wasn't really banter. Our conversations would often turn into arguments, with me saying that he should stop being a dick, and him responding, "Why you mad?" Kind of childish shit. He would often use the N-word. Keep in mind, this guy's black. Like,
oh my god, keep going. Oh my god, this is long as hell. This is unbelievable.
It's a chapter out of a book.
Oh my god! Everybody see this. Check this out. Check this out. Like, this is what Augie. Yeah.
it's like a fucking novel.
My god. James, why didn't you call me? God, nobody calls me. They only fuck up and then they hand me content.
Why didn't he make a video like every other YouTuber?
Because how you make a video saying he's basically saying he's mean, makes you look like a bitch. You know. So maybe putting it in writing because you have no inflection in your voice. I mean, this looks like he fired the first shot. All right, keep going. I want to hear this.
It's not a twit logger, it's a fanfic.
Yeah, I know. It's.
He would often,
I don't.
He would often use the N-word to farm emotes in the chat, even though I asked him not to do it because it made a lot of people, including myself, uncomfortable. He dropped hard N-words multiple times, both in text chat and voice during streams, which is one of the reasons why we kind of stopped streaming together. Shortly after him dropping a few N-bombs, twomad received a warning from Twitch that he's enabling toxic behavior and should stop immediately. I had nothing to do with this, but he blamed me for it. I didn't hold a grudge on him, even though that was really stupid.
I will stick up for Jameskii in this. On Twitch, if you're making a lot of money on Twitch, you can't have anybody doing N-words. Not even for fucking lulz. So I'll stick up for him on saying.
They won't even let black people say the N-word.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. So he wins this round. Because, yeah, you're fucking with somebody's money then. All right, keep going.
Mm-hmm. Getting back to the part with harassment, he was using me as a punching bag during the entire 7+ hour Rainbow Six tournament this autumn, going as far as encouraging everyone to make fun of my speech problems in front of thousands of viewers at one point, all while saying it behind my back as we couldn't hear him. There's a fine line between banter, roasting your rivals, and just being a prick.
Dude, that sounds like it came out of a fucking feminist mouth. You know what I mean?
I know, right?
Yeah, it sounds like exactly like there's a fine line between and racism and jokes, and racism isn't funny. You know? Go ahead.
I didn't know about most of it when I was really confused by this. I got a vibe that twomad held a grudge on me during the amount of shots he fired at me. I brought it up because I wanted to resolve it and was concerned I might have upset him. We had to reset one of the rounds because my internet went down. Oh, yeah. I wouldn't know anything about that. twomad didn't want it. He also claimed there's no issue between us. As I was going through the tournament footage, I discovered a lot more of his remarks about me, as well as the speech mocking part I mentioned earlier.
He's really driving that home. You made fun of my disability.
Yeah.
Really driving that home. Okay.
Get that victim complex strong.
Yes. But see, that to me is one of the best ways you can activate your fan base is to say, well, it wouldn't work with us because basically our fans hate us. But if you just basically say, well, I could pull the soldier card, I suppose. You know what I mean? I could pull that start. That's one thing that my fans do appreciate. And if somebody said something about that, they would go berserk. So if I could pull that card, so I apparently, from what I can see here, he thinks people are really gonna get it on the PTSD thing. God, does anybody watch Drama Alert? Does any except us? Does anybody like
I
see
don't watch it.
how
I mean-
these things go? Well, actually, I stopped. But does it like everybody knows how these things go? The first guy to pull the victim card loses. Yeah, the second guy can pull one better. But go ahead, Augie. Read on.
Ah, fuck's sake. I raised my concern to the Rainbow Six tournament teammates about our team potentially upsetting him with the reset and apologized to twomad directly, to which he responded as if there was no problem. My friends would often say that twomad just doesn't have any breaks, he just doesn't know when to stop. Regardless of all of that, I used to consider him my friend and continued to help him out, including letting him live in my house, plus helping him with his USA visa. I had to guide him through pretty much everything and was willing to do more because I wanted to help. I brought up multiple times that the entire move would be really expensive and potentially not worth it, and that his expenses would outweigh his income, numbers provided by him. But twomad said that once he had a partner status on Twitch again, he will start making money. He was banned on Twitch before for asking his fan to break the law and climb Abraham Lincoln statue live on Twitch during his probation period caused by his previous violations. He's unbanned now, but he can't monetize his streams. Despite my concern about his behavior, especially towards me, I didn't back down on my offer to help him since he's getting kicked out.
Mm.
All right,
It's a bizarre sentence.
yeah. Oh, I think this is where we get into
Okay, go ahead.
the airport incident.
All right.
During September, I had multiple conversations with my friends who overheard about him moving to my house. All of my friends said that they didn't have a pleasant experience with twomad or knew somebody who would have a word or two about it. Without dropping names, all of the friends I spoke to collectively said they wouldn't let twomad in their house, but I imagine it's based on their experience with him. twomad is known for being vengeful, harassing people behind their backs, and leaking private conversations with malicious intent.
That's a lot of money, I guess,
Some of the people
for a person of color.
It's Boogie. Don't worry.
Oh, okay. I didn't know you want to read. Some of the people who shared their experience with twomad have raised a question: why does twomad want to move to LA?
That's
out
weasel
of all
words.
places
That's
if he's
weasel
Canadian?
words. That's weasel words. Some people are, and we heard this before. A lot of people are this. A lot of that's weasel words. This is an attack. This is an attack. I want to use my fan base so you don't like him anymore. This is it. This is a very manipulative post. Extremely
That's why I said the
manipulative post.
disability thing so much.
Yeah, this is a very manipulative. There's no way to. God, I'm sure I'm going to lose my follow now, but I'll just do it like this. Because I don't hate Jameskii. I don't hate him at all. This is bad show. This is a bad. What does Tipster say? This is a bad look. Bad take. Bad look.
Yeah, it's a bad look.
It's a
Not
bad
a good look.
That's Tipster's favorite thing in the world. It's a bad look. This is a bad look, dude. It's very transparent. And I'm sorry. Like, I know I'm old as dirt, but I'm sure the 20 and 19 and 18-year-olds see right through this. And by the way, twomad's doing the same thing, bringing up that he's claiming that he's lying about him, his ethnicity, so he can stay in the States easier. I don't know how that would work, and saying that he dumped no fuckers. I don't know. After seeing what no fuckers is so far up his ass and fucking so terribly stupid, I have to give Jameskii a pass on that. To be perfectly honest with you, what else you got?
Fucking no fuckers. Yeah.
No. Well, he said in the video that they were buddies, and the other thing he accused him of is he took all his videos from Russia down. It must be harder to get a green card or a visa from Russia. Probably is, actually. So he said he was dangerous. I didn't even. I always thought he was Dutch or Danish or something. I didn't know, but he was. So basically, what twomad was doing is trying to get fucking immigration suck on him. So that's a pretty fucking low blow too, if you ask me. So these are the two guys. None of this shit. I have broken up with so many people offline and cut them off because they're out of control, and none of you know shit about it. In fact, I did everything I could to suppress the fucking Rico shit, and I think you can back me up until it bubbled over. I think you can back me up on that, Augie. Absolutely. I stayed out of that for months until it became ridiculous and started deleting videos over it. But yeah, let's see what he has to say. It's a bad look, dude.
Some of the people who shared their experience with twomad have raised the question: why does twomad want to move to LA out of all places if he's Canadian, doesn't make much money, and getting kicked out of his house? We called him to ask, which I would argue are valid questions to ask.
Why
he
LA?
called him
Because
to
that's what
ask
the
this-
YouTubers are. He's a YouTuber. That's a stupid question. Are you kidding me? That's what the
Yeah.
YouTubers are.
Well, I mean,
Like, and by the way, I'm going to stick up for him in this too. He says, I was looking for a couch in the continent. He goes, it really didn't matter. I mean, he would have took one in fucking Newfoundland if he could have, according to him. You know, but why does he want to come to LA? If anything, that gets me a little. What difference does that make? First of all, if he wants to move to LA to get more exposure and network with other YouTubers, what the fuck is wrong with that? Oh, nothing. But to sit there and put it in and it says, well, it's just because he wants clout. That sounds like one of those fucking, like, oh, you're criticizing me just because you want clout. It's a weird thing. It's another Sick'em fans thing.
Yeah,
I
don't think like a YouTuber like, why don't you want to go to LA?
Yeah, no, because it's good money. Yeah, it's good money. You could network easier, and not only that, you can lie to their faces instead of on fucking Discord. It's amazing. You can fuck them over on face. Yeah. All right.
Fuck that shit. I'll sit in Dallas.
I hate to say it. I was going to look to stick up because I know you guys are all pulling for twomad. I was looking to stick up for Jameskii. Couldn't do it. This is a bad look. If I were Jameskii right now, here's what I would do. I would take that shit down and say, I fucking overreacted and had a fit online, and me and him are going to go work this out privately. That's the move here.
But he said the N-word, Tommy.
Yeah, he's not. We would say something like, he's not a racist. Well, he didn't call him a racist. He said he had said the N-word on Twitch and stuff.
Oh, we'll get into racist
Oh
stuff.
my God. You kidding me? Go. Oh my God.
Wait till you hear this. All right, let's keep going. There's some more LA stuff, and then we'll get into the racism. All right.
The only reason you're in LA is because of clout. That's why everybody goes to LA for everything. It's the United States capital of cocksuckers for fame. It's nothing new. You know.
Yeah. Have fun in LA. Fuck that shit.
Yeah, right. Go ahead.
No. Stay away from LA. First of all, him getting kicked out within a few months suddenly changed to I just want to move out, and that he wanted to move to LA because it's where you make it big. Huge twist of the situation, if you ask me. He also took it as a personal attack. Kept assuming we were no longer want him in the house or something like that, which we denied. We wanted to make sure he makes the right decisions in his life, and suggested maybe it would be better for him to move out in Canada first before moving all the way to LA. We made it clear he can live at our house and that we got no issue with him. According to him,
we have no issue with him, but he's not grown up and he doesn't have the money to come here, but we invited him. We wanted to come here, but we told him he couldn't. He wasn't
it just
grown
sounds
up
like
before.
A communication.
No, actually, it sounds like he's talking out both ends of his mouth.
Well, yeah.
Yeah.
I mean,
go ahead.
Thank you, Mike the Boss.
Yeah, definitely. This is high school drama. This is what we used to do a lot more of this shit. I enjoy it. This is petty bullshit, and this is great. I know
That's
it's
a lot
fucking.
of money,
I know.
for
Augie's
a
not
person
dealing
of
with it
color.
well, but I'm enjoying it thoroughly. Oh God, Augie
You
has to read it
fucking
again. Good luck.
assholes.
Tell Augie, hit a one in the chat if you want to hear Augie read, baby. That's
God,
right.
fuck.
Keep
Not
it
this
going.
again. It's literally last night all over again.
Yeah. This is great. You kidding me? It's two fucking teenagers in a fight over nothing. Go ahead.
Sick. The worst part about last night was every time I would go to read it, I would go to the chat, which usually they're like, all right, get rid of it. Last night, like, every time I'd ask, it'd be like ones all over the chat. I'd be like, fuck you guys, man.
It's interesting. It's interesting. All right, don't stop
Anyway,
reading.
he goes on. According to him, he never paid taxes in his life yet, so he doesn't realize how much money he's about to lose.
Oh my God!
That's
That's not like he's masking exposure as care. That's really amazing. He's never paid taxes. Canadian IRS, get on it. You know, and masking is you
like
have to learn how to
concern
pay your taxes. First of all, he's 18. He only has to probably pay taxes. Well, no, it depends on how long he's been getting. He's probably going to lose a lot of dough, especially in Canada. But here's how you do that. All right, Canada is not the Canadian IRS is not the IRS in the States, and the IRS isn't even the IRS it was 20 years ago. One of my family members was most of their family was wiped out in a military plane crash just before World War II. Everybody, her kids, her husband, everything got killed. So this woman was like left single, right? Because a plane crashed in her house. The IRS went after them all through the 40s and 50s. Pretty much through the 80s. 40s, 50s, 60s, 70s, and 80s. They were looking for my aunt's secret bank accounts. That's how fucked up the IRS is. Canadian IRS is nothing. You have to you get a goddamn you get a accountant, and they tell you the back payments you got to make. And not only that, you probably can do it if you're behind, they'll help you out. The IRS is not what it used to be. Go ahead.
All right. As I mentioned, wait, where am I? Fuck's sake. It's so fucking long. It just like blends together my eyes.
I know. Try to put your finger on it.
Tried to explain to him that LA is extremely expensive and that he's going to live here at a loss and it might not meet his expectations. As I mentioned earlier,
why'd you invite him?
Insisted that we wait.
Then why'd you invite him? This doesn't make any sense. Then why'd you invite him? Come on over. You're not going to make it if you do. They didn't. I think I'm starting to believe they did. They asked him. They made a mistake instead of like, look, I don't think I can do it. Right? I know I said it before. I apologize. They just said no. You're just too stupid to move here. And everybody on Earth knows LA is expensive. Everybody on Earth. That is not a secret. It's one of the most expensive places to live on the fucking planet. New Jersey's getting up there, in North America, I should say. Everybody knows that, Jameskii. Everybody knows that. Go ahead.
He just insisted that we wait until he gets partnered on Twitch, yada, yada, yada. He also made a Patreon a few minutes after our call, which was probably a right decision. I shared this situation twist with my close friends asking for help, to which all of them said he might just be taking advantage of me and that I shouldn't let him treat me this way. I gave a benefit of a doubt to it and excused his actions because he's just young.
You sound young, Jameskii.
He was planning to check out the house during the visit to LA after TwitchCon. His plans were to stay in Vegas, then San Diego, then LA. He mentioned multiple times he would visit the house, but he never specifically said he would stay at our house. It was always vague and non-specific. He was also staying with other people during the trip instead of us. At TwitchCon, we got to hang out for a bit during some days, mostly because he arrived late due to postponing his flight. His reason for not getting on a plane was because there was a guy who had a turban on.
What? So he said he wouldn't get on a plane because the guy had a turban on.
Yeah, he didn't want to get on a plane with a Muslim.
That doesn't even sound believable. Hey,
Sounds like something an old person would say.
Nope, going home. There's a guy with a turban on. I don't like those Muslim, and especially the Sikhs wear the turbans, by the way.
Yeah, twomad looks like the type of guy that would be wary of getting on a plane with Muslims.
Yeah, well, there's a problem with that. He claims he was raised a Muslim.
That's a lot of money, I guess, for a person of color.
Yeah. Like, because he said something that was pretty funny. It sounded like one of my jokes. Listen, my uncle's Muslim. Oh, wait, my whole family's Muslim. Nice. Yeah, Muslims don't wear turbans. So that sounds like we're sounding like we're getting in the territory of getting caught in a checkable lie. You know. Yeah. Raised a Muslim. The reason he probably hates turbans, probably. That's a good point. Now, turbans, Sikhs wear turbans. But go ahead.
Let's see. Yeah, with the turban. I hope it's a joke, but knowing his racist attitude, I doubt it is. Whew. We didn't get to our stuff together much because he was mostly with others at the Airbnb smoking weed with others and only got to grab our badges together, get a breakfast, and go bowling once with everyone, although he didn't play at all, which is not a big deal, but I wished we got to hang out more. As you might already know, me and Scott had to return back to LA very early since we got extremely sick and had to see a doctor ASAP. He got severe food poisoning and we both got flu on top of that. We kept sending updates on our conditions to the TwitchCon group chat. After TwitchCon, twomad suddenly messaged me, "See you at your house in LA on October 2nd, to which I responded that me and Scott might be at a hospital and can't hang out as our flu is getting worse. He didn't care about how we feel or what we're going through. He said that he's still coming and he's going to stay at my house for 5 days. I was really confused because I knew he was coming to LA, but I didn't expect him to stay at my house. I assumed only a visit. There was never a deal, but I wouldn't. But I would still let him in.
That doesn't make any sense. Stop. Makes no sense. He's talking about getting his shit together as far as his taxes are concerned. Traveling, it's a big deal. And now all of a sudden, I only thought you were coming to visit. That doesn't make any sense from his first two paragraphs. Am I correct? Like, he was talking about, this is what you need to do to move out here, blah, 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 blah. And now you want to come over more than one night? That contradicts the fucking whole first paragraph. Second paragraph.
This is a fucking
it's a complete it's a complete contradiction. You just bragged about what a great guy. This is why Nick Diorio is better than me. You said you'd cut his rent. That's the cut. Read that sentence again. Wait a minute, Jameskii. You said that you would cut his rent to down to cut his rent like a quarter off his rent or something like that. He did say that, and then he wrote. What's the last sentence you read? Hold on.
He kept claiming that. Okay, hold on.
No, like the whole.
I knew he was coming
to the paragraph.
Oh, the whole thing? After TwitchCon, twomad suddenly messaged me, see you at your house in LA on October 2nd, to which I responded that me and Scott might be at a hospital and can't hang out as our flu was getting worse. He didn't care about how we feel or what we're going through. He said he's still coming and that he's going to stay at my house for 5 days. I was really confused because I knew he was coming to LA.
Stop! You said you would knock off rent! Rent? You're going to charge him $1,500 to stay there a night?
On top of that, I gave him a cut on rent pay for the first few months.
That's a lie. Then you're lying.
Yeah.
I'm going to be at the hospital that week. Yeah, I was thinking that too, Nick. Holy shit.
How did the dude know he was going to be sick? I don't know.
Yeah. Sounds like he called Miss Cleo and she told him the weekend plans.
He doesn't know who Miss Cleo is.
Nobody knows that, yeah.
Nobody knows that. I know Miss Cleo. She's dead, you know. She died died 2-3 years ago. God, that's me being Irish. My grandfather. Yeah, you hear about so-and-so? Yeah, you know they're dead, right? That's my family. That's my dad or my grandfather talking. Oh, man. Yeah, this is, he blew it. That doesn't make any sense. I'm coming over and then I don't understand why you want to stay more than one night, yet I'll give you a break on rent. That's it. Game, set, match. Anything else good here? We talk about some other dumb shit. Is there anything your favorite you want to say? You are looking
He brings up anything for views for a minute.
I guess because then Jameskii wanted to meet him in Australia, and then I guess because he's in Australia now, it sounds like he doesn't have enough money. Imagine those two fat fucks walking around with their dicks out. Because that's why fucking...
Yeah.
That's what Clown said. Clown said fucking anything views walks around with his dick out all the time.
That's just being a fucking Chad, dude.
Yeah, it's being Chad. You'd think Chad grew up in some fucking... he's wrestling alligators and shit. And no, he's a registered accountant and he grew up in like a normal middle class family. You think he's Crocodile Dundee the way he acts. He's not.
Wait, that's real? He
Yeah, he didn't grow up in the outback.
What the fuck?
No, he's a Chad. He's walking around with his dick out. That's what all those fucking Bushmen do. No. That's just Chad. That has nothing to do with his upbringing. He never killed one fucking alligator or crocodile.
Wow.
That's just Chad. That's too funny. Wow. It's a fucking zoo.
Oh, he also complains that they didn't get to go to the zoo. So
go read the zoo. Read the zoo. Read the zoo part.
All right. Day before his arrival, I asked him for his terminal so I could pick him up and drive to the house. He told me that he will stay with someone else. I suggested we could go to the zoo during his visit, and he said it might be a good idea. I was upset we didn't get to properly hang out during TwitchCon, especially since I wanted to know him better. We know each other for years, but it was very first time we met in person. Now, ever since he came to LA, he kept either ghosting me or declining to hang out with me. Most of the time, he wouldn't bother responding until it was too late to go anywhere, while remaining active everywhere else. I was inviting him a lot of activities like mini golf, the zoo, the arcade, bowling, and battling cages, as well as just hang out. Me and my friends got a vibe. He just purposely avoided me.
Oh, no date night.
Dude, no date night.
I can't believe
you want to go to the zoo with them.
Well, I would have went to the arcade with you, Jameskii. I love the arcade. I love arcades. I'm in these groups now, like on Facebook, where when they see an arcade machine, like any kind, they take a picture of it and it's like sighted in Seattle. You know, I swear to God,
dude, he wouldn't go bowling with him. This is a traffic toll.
I'll go bowling with you. Dude, this is really bad. This is like
you wouldn't even Skype.
If it wasn't for Toddy Westbrook, this would be the first fucking. This would be the worst one yet. Like Toddy Westbrook, fucking Alex. They all got your
It's
beef.
almost refreshing in a sense that there's no rape or pedophilia.
Oh,
in
yeah,
this.
that's
This
the
is
point.
just petty bullshit.
This is stuff that we used to do. That's why it's like everyone. Why are you bringing up this petty shit? First of all, we got 300 people in the fucking thing right now. All right.
Yeah.
Second of all, it's fucking funny. This is how I literally search, but there's been so much serious stuff going on. Like,
That's
this
lot
is
of
a
money,
gift.
I guess, for a person
50
of
bucks,
color.
Scrubbies. Too much sex appeal on one stream. Well, what are you, gay? what are you? Oh, no, thanks for the 50 bucks. I love that sound effect. Do you ever think about
Boblox in here?
No.
Hey, Tommy, you ever look at Boblox's new profile picture on Twitter?
No, why?
Oh God.
You should give it a little check.
I'm sending it to you on Twitter, right?
All right, hold on. Blowback's auto-completes now. Josh, I gotta look at it. I got this. What the fuck is this? What the fuck is this?
The Drama Legion.
Keep this forever.
Dude.
What the fuck is that? Oh God, that's terribly funny. Is he just being funny?
Hey man, yeah, I'm pounding your ass right now, dude.
What the fuck? That's crazy funny. How come I don't have a camera view? Oh well. What is this like? This looks like some douchey like I knew this Italian guy. We called him Guidos back in New Jersey. Like that looks like his picture. Like, look at me, you sexy bitch! I just stepped out of the shower. Look at my facial hair. I grow it. It's fun. Look at his facial hair. It's kind of weird. He can grow it. He can't grow it where the normal spots, like for sideburns or chin or lip, but it's in between all those places.
It's like, yeah, it's like,
Some people don't know the struggle.
No, they don't. No, they don't. Look at that. He's got the facial hair right here, but not here and right here. I can't even make fun of him too much. I couldn't grow a full like goatee until I was in my 30s, so I can't. That's why I have a goatee now, because I wanted one when I was in my 20s. Yeah, I couldn't grow it. So I'm the same way. My brother, I don't think can grow a beard either. Like he has like one fucking hole right here. I don't know. Maybe he can now, baby. He's pushing 40. Actually, what year is this?
2019.
2019. No, it's next year. Oh no! Oh God! Yeah. Next year. So next year's right around the corner. He'll be 40. Good. Fuck him. Yeah, fuck him. That's too funny. Well, all right. Here's the verdict on Jameskii.
That's a lot of money, I guess, for a person.
I really,
of color.
Bobak's actually got me. Tommy C is also twice the chins grown with facial. Well, that's why I have the facial chair. Scrubby. Thanks, buddy. Thanks for the cabinet. Actually, you can say whatever the fuck you want now. Yeah, this is a really bad look. It seems deceptive, manipulative, and I don't understand why people try to hurt. I mean,
no, here's the theories that would redeem all of this is that this reads off so fucking petty.
Yeah.
What if this was all just like a complete,
big to get us.
They're goofy.
To get us. And you know what I would say? Hats off, sir. You got us.
You got us. I mean, what can I say?
You got us. You also got 300 people in the stream, so I don't give a fuck. You know?
Yeah.
It's just not like it's shot from the point news or we're breaking something. We're just talking about you girls arguing it with each other. You know? But no, that's a good point. That also we could always play this clip over in case we get busted. But if it's real, Jameskii is. You know why I wouldn't? You know what? I don't think these things are usually real when they get down to stupid shit like this, because Jameskii's positioning himself.
That's a lot of money, I guess,
subs
for a person
if he
of
keeps
color.
this up. I played CS with Jameskii. The man is a troll. I'd be shocked if this was real. Yeah, that's a good point. But you ever think? Oh, we've seen this before. He could dish it out, but he can't take it. We've seen this 1,000 times before, right, Augie?
Yeah.
Let's see his fucking channel.
I mean, it's not out of the realm of possibility that this is so gay. Like it's actually like real, you know? I mean,
Yeah,
I'm looking at this. It's like, this is so ridiculous. There's no way this is real. But I mean, maybe I'm giving him a little too much credit.
I don't know. Well, the thing is, like, why? The thing is, when you do these dramas, so there's got to be a loser. You know,
That's
who's
a
going to
lot of
risk the
money, I
subs?
guess, for a
And
person
people
of
hate
color.
when you come out tipster. Was the dude really upset that he couldn't go to the zoo with him? I hear retards go to the zoo. Sitting at home with nothing to do. Got a bunch of retards going to take him to the zoo. Kicking retards to the zoo. I forgot who did that song. Who does that? The same people that does Punk Rock Girl. Punk Rock Girl.
What's it?
Come on. Retards to the zoo. I wonder if that get claimed. It's a great song.
Dead Milkman?
Dead Milkman. Retards to the zoo. Very, very good entertainment. Good music.
Is it really something you do with your friends? Like that's always been like something like that's like a childhood thing. I don't know.
Yeah, well, he doesn't seem to be losing any major ground. I guess in order for it to show, I think he has to lose. I think
100,000.
I think you have to lose 100,000 for it to show. So he's definitely
Which
lose
is
100,000.
ridiculous. It's never gonna happen.
Yeah, it's never going to happen. But you know,
Well,
I don't know.
10,000,
It's
10,000.
you know the thing is the people are going to need sites like ours. I think that he would have a minus 20 or 30 if this was if we had Social Blade the way it used to be, the way it used to be. The thing about I'll tell you something about the Social Blade thing.
That's a lot of money.
That
I
I've
guess,
noticed.
for a
The word.
person of color.
Tommy Nick's DMs. Thank you, Warden.
I was waiting for an opportunity to bring it up.
Okay.
Nick's
What do we got here? Oh fuck. Oh, cover up my whole thing. Whoops. All I did was wish Marriott a fucking congratulations to James Marriott 1 million subs.
Oh, the conspiracy.
Yeah, I don't want to.
Is Marriott in the Legion?
Twitter, Nicholas
The
Dion.
world will never know.
Let's see. Since twomad is trying to manipulate his viewers against me, here's what really happened. What? What the
Yeah,
fuck
read
is
his
this?
tweet longer.
Hold on a second. Let me see.
You gotta click the link.
That link. Oh, here we go. This is by Dior.
That's a lot of money, I guess, for a person. of
Twomad
color.
didn't go bowling with me. Ban. He said the N
Said
word.
the N-word.
That Rocky reference. It's a shame you didn't know that. Oh, I didn't? Well, I'll read this all at the end. I'm sorry, guys. I do appreciate it. I don't want to act like I'm not caring. I think the thing is, I'll take calls right now, too. Hindsight's there. I think we're done with this fucking thing. A little disjointed. And members only right after this. And you can call, hang out, and do whatever the fuck you like. Hindsight, you're on the air.
This is the gayest shit ever. One is a lame ass ninja, and the other has massive titties. End of story. End of fucking
You don't
story.
like? I think both these guys are talented. I like both their videos. I think both these guys are great. I don't know.
It's not even about that. It's just like, this is just petty stuff. Like, why don't you just handle it privately? But then again, this is YouTube 2019, where everything has to be out in the open. It's gay, man.
It's not even
gay.
that. It's not even that. Is nobody really can swing in real life, and this is the only way you can swing on somebody. And that's what this is about. Like, you're gonna hurt me, I'm gonna hurt you. And since it's a popularity dick measuring contest, like this is all the power you have. So it's just gonna happen all the time. People are just, and some people are smart about it. I know of a certain Pokemon YouTuber that has the community completely and totally locked fucking down to the point where nobody can make a move on him. So, or at least that's what I hear. And that's
Pokemon YouTube.
yeah. No, I can't. I'm afraid I'll probably get fucking Liam didn't say shit to me. Probably get Liam in trouble for this. But
No, fuck that, Tommy. Let's talk about something important. Are you guys recruiting any more members for the Legion? I mean, we can talk business in an hour. What do you say?
Legion,
Business call in an hour? Hell yeah.
get out of here.
Yeah,
Bye. Scrubby, I won't put Scrubby in here, not because he's just a super big celebrity. So you think they're getting us, Scrubby?
Okay. I met twomad for a little bit at TwitchCon, and I've played CS with Jameskii a handful of times.
Okay.
So I don't know them incredibly well.
Yeah.
Both of these
That's a
guys
lot
are
of money,
fucking
I
trolls,
guess.
bro.
Yeah, I know.
And they get
Person
off on
color.
pissing people off. So I wouldn't be surprised if this was all
Just a big thing.
some big shit fest to stir up publicity.
This is a great
I would
fucking
not be
hoax.
surprised.
This is a very sophisticated hoax, if you're right. But
I don't know. I know him.
dude,
like, I
you
could
can dish
talk-
it out and
talk
take
James.
it, dude. I feel comfortable making fun of you, not in fucking like I'm gonna take my money and my fandom and elsewhere. I'm gonna tell everybody on my million sub channel that Tommy C's a bad guy. I just don't see you in that category. Most of these motherfuckers for the past almost 4 years that I've been doing this shit, right? are like that. So never underestimate dish it out and can't take it. But I mean, do see your point. You would be shocked on who can dish it out and can't take it.
I think that's a fair point. But when I was talking to Jameskii, it wasn't a ton, but I got the vibe that he was like a less evil Maximilian Muss.
Yes,
like he just gets off on fucking with people.
I get you. I hear you.
So I don't know. I feel
I'm shocked by this.
It's so stupid. It's the drama is so stupid that it just seems fake. Like it's so dumb.
Yeah. It is dumb. I don't know. Well, maybe they got it. Do you think this is the mission? They just got sick of I'm sick of these drama YouTubers. I'm gonna get them. We'll start a fight.
I don't know if it's sick of drama YouTubers, but if you look
at
at both
the Reddit crew, what if it's a counter up by the Reddit crew to fuck with the Legion to get us?
Here's what it is.
Here's what it is. Like all massive like war of the clans.
All I'm saying. CPMs are about to go up. It's almost November. We're starting to get paid a fuck ton more for views.
So you're calling fake.
Doing great.
You're going fake drama for views. But the problem is somebody has to lose.
No,
and if they think it's
no
real,
one has to lose.
What?
Nobody loses if it's both stupid. Everybody's just going to tune in and watch. And you're not remembering, Tommy, more watch time gets you into the algorithm, regardless if it's involved in the drama.
Yeah, that's true.
If people go watch your videos, you're still going to get put into the algorithm.
Yeah, you're right.
I'm just saying, both of their channels weren't at its peak. The money's about to be hot. And all of a sudden, two people who have never been in drama before in public start swinging on each other when they used to be best friends. It's like, okay, if November 1st hits and me and Cyrus go at it and make videos on each other, it's pretty easy to deduct that we're doing it for fucking views.
Yeah.
That's what this looks like.
That's
what this looks like.
Let me tell you something. You're not just a heavy dough. You are a weapon to this fucking show. Now, these are the kind of conversations we have with Scrubby offline all the time. He's got the answer. I'm too stupid to think of something like that. I never would think of something like that. But if that's the case, it's almost like hats off. And I like Jameskii. He's always been really nice to me. But they're saying stuff like cloud chasing, you're the master networker, not me.
Money,
that sounds like they're really going for the throat there.
No, it's
our name
like
is Legion.
Pulling out the terms and words that are going to get them put on Drama Alert and have every stream about drama talk about them. They're not dumb guys. Anybody with a million subs in this business isn't dumb.
Well, what about Alex?
Exactly what to say.
What about Alex? He's not dumb when it comes to the algorithm, obviously, and networking.
No, but I think, and if Jameskii is a smart. Jameskii's not 20. Jameskii's an older guy.
Yeah, he's an older guy.
So he seems like he's pretty smart. I don't think he's the type of. There's got to be a play here because these guys are both of them are not dumb enough to do this for no reason. That's all I'm saying.
Okay.
I'll say this: like I didn't like my only experience with the twomad guy is he made a video back in the summer, like claiming like Keemstar had like something to do with Edgar's death, and we need to literally like remove Drama Alert off YouTube, pro censorship. No. But he's the first guy who's ever made a video that's like completely like pro censorship, like everything that I hate. But he was funny. Like I couldn't deny that he was actually like really funny and stuff. So I was like,
and you know what? That leads into fucking Scrubby's idea. If you could be funny when you're being serious, it might just. This kid might be like a lot of 18-year-old kids. Fuck it, I don't care what happens ever. I'm just having a good time.
I'm telling you right now, I did not meet twomad for long. I think I talked to him for maybe 10 minutes. He seems like the type of guy that'll say fucking anything if it means that it'll piss somebody off. That's exactly what he struck me as.
Kind of my kind of people.
He pissed me off, so I mean, hey. All
right, let's take the last two callers and call it because I'm going to do the members only stream. Right. Stick around, Scrubby. Oh, well, you don't have to leave, you dipshit. The Bipper dude had it a big thrill. Pav, you're on the air. Don't blow it. All right, I got to do members only.
You're on the air. You got, big show, big Tommy C show.
Guys, I have a tinfoil theory right here.
What? Go ahead.
I have a tinfoil theory right here.
Yeah.
Both twomad and Jameskii.
You twos.
Out of here. Could you do better than the last call? And that was one of my guys.
I just think twomad's a bit scummy because the video you made on Keemstar, but I don't know.
But we're not talking about that, though, in fairness. We agree with you.
Okay, then I don't know. This Jameskii guy, if this is real, he seems like a bit big brain here. Yeah, that's what I can say on that.
What do you do? I bet you're more interested in both of them. What do you do for a living?
Nothing.
Nothing.
Jerk off.
How old are you?
nonce.
You're none, Sage? Good. Do you have lots of
Can
friends?
you say something funny?
Are you? Yeah. Can you say anything funny? Can you engage in a conversation? You sound like you're flipping a switch, like an operator from the 50s. 901 area code.
Can you say the N-word? You can't even say that? What the fuck?
God, he's worse. We have the English gay retard. All right.
That's what I was gonna say.
All right.
You think he like froze up? He's like, "Oh my god, I'm in a big call with Tommy C."
I really should have got some beers tonight. It would have been a really smart move.
Before we end the stream,
I think
what do you guys feel about Shroud moving over to Mixer?
Great, good for him. I gotta. Well, I guess I could.
More people to watch Twitch.tv/AugieRFC.
Yeah, I guess I want to make do I want to make another comment about this? I'll tell you what. I will talk about that on the members only stream. I have something to say about Gross Score. He's kind of getting on my nerves a little bit. And you can find us bitching about it. We'll play that on the wide because we got to end the stream on. I wanted to be just under an hour, and looks like we did. So thank you very much for everybody for tuning in and all that other good shit. Thank you, Augie, for struggling through this. I do appreciate it. And
a second time.
A second
fucking
time.
Dicks.
Second time. And yeah, we'll find out if this whole thing's real because Jameskii does not look good. Jameski's very selfless if this is a fake because.
Hey, all 300 of you, tune into the Weekender show.
I actually asked Jameskii if he wanted to come on the show just before we went on the air, but I'm expected to be unfollowed after this, so take it easy.
This is the almighty infinite, independent excellence, devil fighting.
Remember, the 3rd of November. No, members only stream in the community tab. That's how you find it. In the community tab, members only. Gotta be a member. See you in just a minute.
Got tired of niggas playing me. Head in my legs like she about to catch a pedigree. Chi-town to King's home, slapping fives, black stones, 6 mile to danger zones. Bullets look like waffle cones. Folk affiliated to evolution of Machiavelli. Don't make me lead them eagles to you like I'm Chip Kelly. They feel my struggle, I express it through my hip hop. I'm about to make it hard to breathe.
Come to the show. I usually dox myself.